today we are going to be talking about late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, the former Nigerian president. A lot of people will say Musa Yar'Adua remains the best president Nigeria has ever had. I don't know how true is that. When Musa Yar'Adua came into power, the first thing he said was the election that brought him to power was flawed. For a Nigerian leader to say such, that means that person is very truthful, that person is very sincere. For him to come out and admit, it shows the level of his sincerity. It shows the level of, truthfulness. It shows how real that person is. Now, another thing I want to highlight in this video is that that man did a lot of things that Nigerian leaders they can't even do it. Now, he was the first Nigerian president to declare publicly his assets. The first person to declare his asset publicly. The only and the first Nigerian president to ever do so. You see how truthful he was, how sincere he was with the people. Then I remember that most of his policies were pro-people's policies, because those policies actually favored the people of Nigeria. Then another thing I remember about that man is that I think he was the only president that did not increase the fuel price. Rather, under his regime, under his administration, the fuel price even went down a little bit. You see? So people will say you don't know the value of what you have until you lose it. That's exactly the tale of Alhaji Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Now let us go into the facts of his achievements when he was the president of Nigeria. The first thing he did was to put in place these electoral reforms, because he admitted that the election that brought him to power was not 100%, was not correct. Then he went ahead to start these electoral reforms. Now the second thing he did, after the declaration of his asset, his asset, I think he had the net worth of $5.8 million. Yes. Then again, let me rephrase. That made him the first Nigerian president to ever do so. You get me? So now, the next thing he did was this Niger Delta agenda. He organized an amnesty program for the Niger Delta militants to submit their weapons, so we will have less violence in the Niger Delta.